Hello and welcome to this week's Mystic Moonstone Angel Reading. Dropping my cards, that's a good start. Okay, let's see what the angels have in store for us this week. The duration for this reading is the 24th through to the 30th. Mal will slap my wrist if I've got that wrong. Feeling a bit harassed today. There's been a blue bottle was going here somewhere and it was just flapping around, and it kept coming around the cards. So I don't know if that's happening to anybody else. I've managed to chase it out with Bella looking at me like I'm totally nuts, but yeah. So if I look a bit harassed, that's the reason. Okay, first card I have is Communication and Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the angel of new beginnings. As the card's saying, it's about communication, so communication can come in, but maybe communication you've been waiting for, or otherwise it will be a communication that kind of gives you a hint of a new beginning that you could actually go after. Okay, let's have a look and see. It's weird, I can still hear it even though I watched it go out and I know it's gone. We have the card of intuition. Come with that. So the communication can also be on a spiritual level. You know, signs coming in. Archangel Gabriel quite often whispers inspiration when we're sleeping. So, you know, it's almost like an idea will come to us. We'll wake up with an idea and think that's the way to go forward. That is, you know, the new beginning. Also, Archangel Gabriel is the angel of children, anything to do with pregnancy, conception, all the way through as they're growing up. So, you know, so what I would say is if you have a situation beginning of the week with regards to a child and there's something your intuition is telling you, go with that intuition. Okay. Doctors in A&E have actually been advised to listen to mums now more than they ever did in the past. You know, quite often us mums would be kind of dismissed as being hysterical females. But intuitively, we are more likely to know what's going on with our children. So I really felt like I needed to say that. So I feel somebody out there needs to really just listen to their intuition and act upon it. Okay, we have Archangel Azrael and completion. Okay, I always say not to worry about this one. Archangel Azrael is the angel of endings, also the spiritual counsellor. There's a lovely gold star on this, and it's not as bad as what you may think. You know, completion is about success. When we complete something, we've reached the natural ending of something, or we've completed something. It's closure is another way of putting it. Okay, let's have a look. Oops. The angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself and it's time to regain your self-worth. Okay, I just want to look at this other card. Now it's going to kill me, but I felt them two getting stuck together. So it was just like, I don't know if you felt it was like, sorry, it's like almost like a hesitancy because it felt like both cards wanted to come up together. So I'm spoiling his template and he won't be happy. It's the angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send healing. So I'm going to put that with that one. So somebody out there is feeling that their voice is not being heard. Okay, hence the communication. It's feeling intuitively that they know what needs to be done, but for some reason no one's listening to them. The angels are bringing in the healing that's necessary for this situation, but you need to step into your self-worth and you need to realise that your opinion actually has got value. Okay, so I really felt them two needed to come out together. The last card I've got is Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel can bring in clarity. So if you've been asking for answers, you've been asking for some kind of a way forward, to know what's right to do, you know, Archangel Jophiel is often the one who comes in and brings that clarity. She also helps you to discard whatever is not serving a purpose in your life, and just to see the simple beauty in your life, just to kind of grasp that, you know, you have more to be grateful for than what you make realise, sort of thing. Okay, but there's lots of lovely, I'm being drawn to the lovely green on here, and once again I feel there's a lot of healing going on in this reading, and again I kind of keep getting the sense that somebody isn't being listened to. Illumination is something coming to light, answers coming to light, lots of lovely yellow surrounding that as well, so that's your solar plexus chakra. That's about stepping into your power, so I feel this is all about having your voice heard, stepping back into power, things coming to light, things moving forward. Okay. We have the shadow self. Okay, that card is always an indication that you've been holding back, not lurking in the shadows, because that makes it sound a bit like a horror movie, doesn't it? But just kind of not coming out into the light, okay? And if you think about it, with these two cards, it's like Archangel Jophiel bringing in the clarity, helping you to see that you are enough, okay, that there's that beauty within you, to step out of those shadows and to actually be illuminated, okay, and to illuminate others. So, we go back to the beginning. This is a recap now. And we have Archangel Gabriel, we have the communication card, so lots of communication coming in. Because of the intuition card, I feel this is also about listening to what is being brought into you from a higher level, okay, but also communication coming in from our realm, you know, in the form of letters, emails, telephone calls, people just saying things that maybe help you to find a way forward. I feel some of this is connected to a child issue, I really do, because Archangel Gabriel is the angel of children, and I just kind of got that sense of somebody not being listened to, which is why I said about the A&E story. Also, new beginnings, so that communication could set you on the path to the new beginning you want. So maybe it's even just sort of striking up a conversation with somebody who's going to be quite special in your life. Okay. Archangel Azrael, accepting that something has maybe come to a completion, that something's got closure, that something needs to come to an end. And if you are in that situation where you know you've been trying to get your voice heard, you feel that it's falling on deaf ears all the time, this may be an indication that that situation is coming to an end. You're reaching that completion, you get the gold star because you've actually got somebody to listen to you. The two cards that came out together, sorry Val, Angel of self-worth, you are currently undervaluing yourself, it's time to regain your self-worth, and the angel of healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to bring healing in. So once again, I feel that's the two go together. You know, sometimes when we feel unworthy, we don't fight our corners. We kind of feel that our voice is not, it's not important, that no one will listen to us, and you know, and we kind of accept that. It's almost like we've become conditioned to that, and then we kind of, it's like a catch-22, because then we don't get anyone listening to us because we haven't said anything, and we feel without power, and it just goes on, and it's like a cycle, and sometimes you have to break that cycle. Archangel Jophiel towards the end of the week, illumination coming in, lots of lovely healing coming in, so healing to that situation, healing to the individual, you know, and also green is with the heart chakra as well, don't forget. So once again, as I said, I feel some of you are either going to meet somebody or start talking to someone. I just kind of get a sense of a new beginning in that way, because it kind of feels on two levels once again, this reading, sorry about that. And the shadow self is about stepping out the shadows and about shining and taking your own self-worth. Okay, I think I've got to the end of this week's reading. I made an announcement on page this week that we're going to be launching an appeal on Monday. It will most likely be towards the end of the day, because we still have to get everything in place. We want to get so that the funds go in and we know where the funds for Little Callum are going. Okay, so we're getting that sorted out, and that should be sorted out by tomorrow evening. I put up a fairy card because I wanted to show you that's the deck that I'm going to be using. There won't be long readings. I want to get as many as I can, to be honest, and I think Callum deserves that. So, but you know, all children love fairies, so I just thought it was really nice, and the fairies love children, so it's kind of a match made in Fairyland. So I just kind of thought, yes, that's a nice, that's a nice kind of deck to be using on this. So it'll just probably be a 500-word concise kind of little fairy reading. And as I said, all the proceeds are going to Callum, so it's all going to a good cause for that little lad. I have shared the page on page. I will share his page again so you can see the full story. For those of you on Moonstone's Corner, you may recall his birth. He came early. And we have said prayers for him. We've said prayers when he was going through his diagnosis, one thing and another, and he's just such a little superstar that he just deserves that support. Okay, so as I said, that's the deck I'm going to be using, and it will be launched tomorrow, and hopefully it will be successful. That's what I'm hoping. But every penny will count. You know, they need everything they can to get that operation for him, so that we can see him walking, because that's what he deserves. Okay, so love and light to you all. End of the month next week. Don't forget all the names, all the shares go in the bag, and we call a winner at the end of the week. It will be announced on page. Okay. Love and light to you all. Bye.